This makes me be excited about playing this game. I'm really happy with this live stream. I'm really happy. The highlight of the live stream. Don't tell me she doesn't look amazing. Okay, pretty good. I would say it's been quite a solid live stream for being from a version that doesn't really have that much. It's not a special version. Next version will probably be because Shunguang is coming, but for being a version that's just in the middle of nowhere, it's quite interesting. We've gotten some really cool stuff, so let's go through the highlights. First highlights, the two new characters, Dialin and Banyue. Dialin is a stunner that looks like she is gonna work incredibly well with Ye Shunguang, because they just explained that whenever she does a chain attack, the character that's coming in is gonna do their ultimate. So she seems perfect for Ye Shunguang. The only way that I can think of for not being better than Yufufu is that she doesn't stun as fast. But I mean, I cannot think of another situation where you could play Yufufu and you're not gonna play her. So far, she seems like power creep to Yufufu. And for Banyue, the only bad thing that I have to say about him is that they just released Manato, which is also a Rapture Fire character. But Banyue looks really cool. It looks like one of these characters that if you just get him and start playing him, it's gonna feel really bad. But if you master him, he's got some really interesting combos. They mentioned that in the live stream. If you use skills in certain timings, he's gonna be better. Now let's go to the highlight of the live stream. When I jumped, I'm like, whoa! And it is
Ye Shunguang.
Ye Shunguang. Just look at this, guys. Look at this!
我乃云窥山青冥剑剑主叶顺光。
Don't tell me she doesn't look amazing. Just look at this. She's definitely gonna be a Void Hunter, or at least at the level of them. So I'm gonna bet that she is gonna be at the level of importance that Miyabi, for example, is, or Ye Shunguang is. We still don't know a lot about her, but we are already introduced to her in this past version, and we're gonna know way more about her in this new one, in version 2.4. Besides that, about the banners incoming, on the first part, we're gonna have Dialin and Yugo. We could expect that because Yugo has not been here for a while, and Yugo's a character that a lot of people like, but it's good that they're bringing him back after so long. And in the second part of the version, we're gonna get Banyue, of course, and surprisingly enough, I was expecting Ye Shunguang to rerun, but no, it is actually gonna be none other than Ellen Jo, and which has not come back for a while, and she can feel a bit outdated, even with the buffs, but she's not a bad character, so that is good, that's good. Also, of course, the new Bang Boo, which is gonna be from Krampus. We still don't have many Krampus characters, so probably next version Zhao is gonna come and we're gonna be able to play him. And more highlights, we got a chat with the developers that talk about what's coming, more lore information like the sword of Miyabi, the sword of Ye Shunguang.
Ye Shunguang.
Ye Shunguang. About if we're gonna see new characters in this version, if we're gonna go back to the proxy style and IT style, modern style of the game. And they talk a bit more about the faction that we have in this version. So it's a really interesting talk. I would recommend you to go through it because it's 15 minutes long, so I'm not gonna go that much into it here. But I appreciate this kind of stuff when developers take their time to explain more about the world itself and about what plans they have for the next versions. So TLDR, it's a version that is not gonna have a lot of stuff because it's a version that's in the middle of everything. But for being one of those versions with nothing, quote unquote, it's filled with content and it looks like the story is gonna be pretty cool. So I'm really happy with this live stream. I'm really happy. And I hope we can get more of this stuff with Zenless, because this, next to all of the information that they released on Twitter and other social media, explaining what their future plans are, that they want to buff more characters, etc, makes me be excited about playing this game. It's definitely, if not one of the gachas where you can tell that the developers are putting the most love into. So yeah, that was basically the summary of the live stream. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye. Cut!